Welcome to yoga. Let's get going. We're going to start in an easy cross-legged position. Just take note of what leg you have in front. We're going to start with a really simple centering exercise. We're going to inhale as we tap our thumb to our pointy finger, then middle finger, then ring finger, and then pinky. And then exhale as we do that again. So you can keep your hands on your knees. If you want, you can hold them out here, that helps you. I'm gonna hold mine out so you can see me. So we're just gonna inhale for 4 as we tap each finger, and then exhale for 4 as we tap each finger. So here we go. Go ahead and get your shoulders over your hips. Soft chin kind of leaning down towards your chest, and you can close your eyes or take your focus soft and forward. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Continue on your own time. One more set. Beautiful. Let's take the left arm down, and we'll take the right arm to the left side of the head, and we'll just kind of open up that shoulder, reaching the fingertips down towards the ground and letting the weight of this right hand gently pull the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe. It's always good to start your practice with some kind of gentle breathing, focusing exercise. I like that fingertip one. It's very simple. And I think activating the fingertips just feels like it activates a part of my brain that really doesn't get much attention. That dexterous finger work. Let's switch sides. And that's also a really great way with using those fingertip taps to also count your timing for your breath. Just let the weight of the hand just open up the neck here. Take those shoulders slightly back. Lift through the belly and release. Let's just take a nice slow circle to the right with the head. Really feeling every little crack and pop and crunch. Just noticing what it feels like to go consciously through that head circle. Adding in the breath. Try the other direction, slow and steady. And I feel like just sitting here is already engaging my abs and my back, shoulders. Notice what's feeling a little heated. Good, and take the hands to the knees. Let's inhale and arch, look up, chin to the ceiling, and exhale, round, scoop that pelvis back, chin to the chest. Inhale, pull against those knees, exhale, scoop and drop. Couple more times. Really fill the lungs with air and visualize all that oxygen just shooting through your body into your blood on that deep inhale. And on that exhale, visualize getting all the stale air out. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Good, let's stir it up. Take the rib cage to the right. Arch, look up, left, round, look down, right. Arch, look up, left, round, look down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Other direction, 3 times, nice and slow. Root the pelvis down onto the floor. That's your anchor, as well as your breath. Good. And let's take a nice lengthening of the spine. Inhale, both arms come up. Look up. Wrap the rib cage forward and down. Lift the belly. Take the left hand to the mat and just walk those fingertips out so you can reach the elbow towards the mat and look under your right armpit. Drop that right shoulder and open up the chest towards the ceiling. Breathe. And walking those fingertips back up. Take that arm down, resettle yourself, scoop that energy in, lengthen the arms up, look up. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat, root the opposite hip. Drop the elbow to the mat, open up the chest, drop the shoulder, breathe. I don't know if you can hear the wind blowing in the trees, but that's a beautiful sound to connect to as we breathe into our stretch. And pushing into the floor, coming back up, swinging that arm down. Inhale, scoop the energy up and come forward about 6 inches. Hold here, lengthen through the top of the head, root the sits bones into the floor, and then round the back forward and just release into this stretch. Let gravity do the work. And walk those fingertips up, take the hands behind the pelvis, drop the bottoms of the legs to the floor. So you might need to open up your feet a little bit, pull them away from each other. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders behind you, chin to chest. On the exhale, press the pelvis forward. It's only going to come off the floor about 5 inches. Let the head relax back. But push out of the hands. Don't let your shoulders, your neck sink into your shoulders. Breathe here. On the exhale, bring the pelvis down. Extend those legs nice and gently. Give yourself a little massage here. Little rub down. Then we're just going to do a little dancer stretch. Let's keep the feet flexed and we're going to do a little rainbow. Inhale, right arm comes over. Try to reach those toes. See if you can tap them. And recover. Other side. On the exhale, you release. Root the opposite hip and recover. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you reach over. Inhale, reach up, exhale, over. Really keep focusing on rooting the opposite hip from where you're reaching. Yeah, a couple more times, just feel that flow. Keep taking a little peek under that armpit. Try to open up the chest towards the ceiling. Good. And let's take a nice deep breath here. Scoop the energy in. Exhale, come forward about 4 or 5 inches. Lengthen right here. Find the length, reestablish it, and release the hands forward and drop the top of the head to the floor. Breathe and surrender. Try to keep those toes pointing towards the ceiling. Keeping the feet flexed and engaged. Maybe shake your head no. If you need to release that neck a little bit, shake your head yes. Yeah, so walk those hands up. Take the hands behind the pelvis, bring the legs together. Hands on the floor, fingertips forward. Inhale, chin to chest, shoulders squeeze behind you. Exhale, lift the pelvis off the floor for reverse plank. Keep the chin tucked, or just take a little look up at the ceiling. Breathe. On the exhale, bring that pelvis back down. Recross the legs with the other leg in front, which other leg you had before. Inhale, scoop that energy in. Exhale, about 5 inches forward. Inhale, lengthen, lift the belly button towards the spine. Exhale, release and round the spine forward and down. Breathe and surrender. And walking those hands back up to seated. Take the fingertips behind the pelvis. Open up those legs just a little bit. Dropping the bottom half of your leg onto the floor. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders behind you, chin to chest. Exhale, press the pelvis forward and release the head all the way back. Breathe here. Tight glutes. On the exhale, bring the pelvis back down to the floor. Release those legs, give them a little rock and roll. And actually, let's just take the feet up and let's just drop the knees to the left and to the right. You can hold your hands behind you. Just kind of get that pelvis a little worked out. Those joints moving a little bit. All right, good. Come onto your hands and knees. And let's just do a nice stabilizing exercise. Bird dog. Take the right leg up off the floor and the left arm off the floor as well. And we're just going to breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Breathing in and out through your nose. Let's just do 5 little taps. Tap the toe and the fingertip. 1. Exhale as you rise up the leg and the arm. 3. 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Take the pelvis back onto the heels. Just shake out your hands. Give a little flick out so you can flick out that bad energy, any old energy you don't need anymore. Flick it out. Come on back onto the mat, untuck the toes. Give them a little gentle tap on the floor to reestablish the blood flow. Take the left leg off the ground and the right arm off the ground. We're going to take 5 deep breaths right here. And 5 taps. Inhale as you tap the toes and the fingers, and exhale as you come back up. 3, 4, 5. Good. Come on into prayer pose. Just drop the pelvis back. Give yourself a little like lower back stretch by kind of rocking right to left. Maybe a big sigh here. Coming up onto our forearms, we're going to tuck the toes and come into dolphin. We haven't been in dolphin in a while. You can either have your fingertips kind of over the edge of your mat, or if you want, you can interlace the fingers, or you can take one fist into the other palm. So whatever feels good to you, we're going to come into our dolphin pose. So we're on our forearms and we're stretching the heels towards the mat. It's kind of like a halfway down dog. So give yourself a little walk here. Walk the dolphin. Tread those feet. Lift the heels as high as they can go, and then press the heels into the floor. And then we're just gonna do a little rock and roll, coming forward into half plank, and then back into dolphin. Inhale, half plank, exhale, dolphin. 3 more times. Good, drop those knees. Come on back, let's tuck the toes one more time. Take the pelvis back, stretch out those toes. Let's take the arms above the head, and we're just gonna do a little side to side. So my toes are tucked, and I'm just doing a little side to side stretch. And you can actually move the hips and push the hips to the right as you lean the elbows to the right, left. Little side to side crunch here while we're stretching those toes out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And untuck the toes, and let's come back onto our forearms. Just a little bit of a leg warm up. We're going to take that right leg off the floor. We're going to bring the toe to the floor on our right side and tap it. Then we're going to trace a rainbow up and over the left leg to tap the left floor. Then we're going to bring it back to center and bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend the leg. Tap to the right. Inhale, rainbow. Tap to the left. Inhale, lengthen it back to center. And then exhale, nice deep crunch, knee to nose, and back out. Inhale. Exhale, tap to the right. Inhale, rainbow. Exhale, tap to the left. Inhale, lift center. Exhale, crunch. 2 more sets. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap right. Inhale, rainbow. Exhale, tap left. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. Last set, inhale. Tap right. Inhale, tap left. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch. And extend. And lower down. Go ahead and drop the pelvis down to the heels. Take the wrists to the ankle. Child's pose. Surrender. Quiet the mind. Okay, back into our forearm position. This time we're going to do the left side, left leg. Extend that left leg out. Bring it around to the left side. So I'm actually looking at my toe. Then I'm inhaling, tracing the rainbow up and over. Looking at the toe tap on the right side. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, scooping the pelvis. Belly button to spine as I try to touch my nose to my knee. Try it again. Tap. Tap. Crunch. Tap. Tap. Crunch. I think that was 5. Maybe it was 4. I don't know. Finish your 5 and then meet me back in child's pose, but let's take the knees just to the edge of the mat. And just drop the torso down between the legs. Good. All right, I feel warm. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and do my pranayama, 20 breaths. Whew. Ooh, I stood up too fast. Get up slowly. Inhale, swinging the arms up, looking up. Exhale, coming down through prayer. 20 times, begin when you're ready. Three more. On that last one, interlace the fingers in the way that doesn't feel normal. Send the palms to the ceiling. Walk those shoulders up the ladder. Right, left, right, left, right, left. One more, right, left. Keep that length as you swing the arms out and down. Very good. Get some water. All right. Let's do a light roll down at the back of our mat. Getting ourselves more into full body yoga. Still keeping a gentle, tender focus. Yeah, lots of care to our body. We don't need to push ourselves. We don't need to force ourselves into anything that feels uncomfortable. This is your time. This is a gift you're giving to yourself. So make it as pleasant as possible. Let's do a slow roll down, starting at the top of the head and the shoulders, the rib cage, the waist, the lower back, the pelvis, all the way down into a full forward fold. Give your legs a little shake out. Give your head a little shake out. Big, big breath. Big sigh. Oh. Let's do 3 gentle little plies. Knees over toes. Bend the knees. Soften those legs. And then stretch and lengthen. And come back into your forward fold. One more time. Inhale. Soften the knees. Exhale. Reach the top of the head down towards the mat. One more time. Each time you lengthen into that forward fold, you're trying to get a little deeper. Let's hold that forward fold. 3 breaths. Good. On the next exhale, bend those knees. Take weight into the hands. Walk the hands forward. Come into full plank. Say hello to that full plank. Do a little rock and roll here. Just forward and back a few times. Taking the heels forward and back. Good. Feel that plank. Breathe, settle into it. All right, good. Enough of that. Get those booties up in the air, come into down dog, wrap those shoulders out and down, heels to the mat as far as they can go. They don't need to touch. Come into your downward dog. Let's lift that right leg off the floor. Keep the hips square for a minute. Just feel that length behind the right knee, not locked, but lengthened. Foot is flexed. And then stack the right hip on top of the left hip. And then see what happens to your leg there. I'm also looking under my armpit a bit. Go ahead and release the heel towards the booty. Ooh, feels good. Square those hips out, bring that leg down. Come back into plank, breathe, 3 breaths. If you need to drop down onto your knees and hold half plank, that's perfectly fine. It's a beautiful thing that you're just showing up to your mat. Coming back into down dog, lift that left leg. Square the hips off. Find the length. When you're ready, stack the left hip on top of the right. Lengthen the leg a little higher towards the ceiling. Look under that left armpit. And then let the heel fall towards the booty. Opening up that hip joint. Square yourself off. Walk the hands back to the feet. If you need to take a minute here with bended knees, that's fine. Wag the tail, shake things out, and slowly come back through up to standing. Last thing to come up is the head. Find your mountain, palms forward, shoulders back. Close your eyes for a minute. Good. All right, one more roll down. Here we go. Starting with the top of the head, shoulders, rib cage, waist, lower back, pelvis. All the way down. Little shake out. This time, let's take the elbows in our hands, adding a little further weight into this forward fold, 3 breaths. Semi-tiny micro bend in the knees here. On the next exhale, bend the knees, take weight into the hands, find that nice curve in the spine, lift the belly towards the spine, then walk the hands out into plank. This time holding plank, let's just take that right leg off the ground. Or just hold regular plank, that might be fine. Or go down onto your knees and hold that. Breathe. And switch if you've got your leg up. Good, booty's up. Down dog. Go ahead and lift that right leg and step it through. We're gonna come into warrior one. So drop that back heel and using your core, come on up. Find that warrior one. Beautiful. Love this warrior one. So really establish that strong warrior. Good, let's take the hands, arms down, interlace the fingers behind us and point the pointy finger down. Try to square those shoulders, look up. Open up that chest, lunge into that warrior. Good. Release those arms. And let's actually rotate into warrior two. So open up the pelvis, flatten it out. Arms come shoulder height. Find your warrior two, breathe. All we're gonna do here is lengthen that front leg and look up and back into warrior two, looking over that middle finger. Inhale, look up, exhale, warrior two. Keep that pelvis nice and flat. See if you can get a little deeper into that warrior two. Each time you come into that lunge, slow and controlled with your breath. Five is the magic number today. Everything is in fives. When you do your 5 breaths, go ahead and pinwheel that arm up and over, lift the back heel, and let's do a little stretch here with the hand to the head and the elbow pointing up. Little runner's lunge stretch with the elbow pointing up. Breathe. All right, we're gonna do a little core work. We're gonna, what am I trying to say? We're going to trace the rainbow with our elbow down and across, and then up and back. Forward and across the chest, looking under the left armpit. Forward and back. So it's slow and controlled, but we're really just engaging the abdominal muscles as we do this little twist. Across the chest. Last one, 5 is the magic number. When you do your 5, reestablish the twist and then bring the hands to the mat. Take that right leg back. And walk the hands back to your forward fold. Shake it out. Roll, reverse roll to standing. And establish your mountain. Feel the energy of what you just created. Let's go into tree. Picking up the left leg. Placing the left leg on the inside of the right thigh. Hands to prayer. Finding your focal point. And then taking the arms up when you're ready. I like to just grab my knee for a minute and do a little ankle circle. Good. Bring that leg down. Shake out the legs. We're going to do the other side. Starting with a nice roll down. Luxuriate in this roll down. This is so good. Visualize that you're just putting in such good energy. I like to think of olive oil. I'm giving my body the olive oil of yoga, coming down into a nice rounded spine and then leading with the top of the head to come into plank. This time we're just going to do a couple knee taps. Good. Back to our down dog. Good. Take that left leg up. Big inhale. Step it through. Warrior one. Opposite side. Come into your warrior one. Breathe. Square off your pelvis. Drop the shoulders. Energy in that back leg. Energy along the pinky side of the foot of that back leg. Taking the arms down. Interlace the fingers. Send the pointy finger down to the ground. Square out those shoulders. Lift the chest. Good. Release. Come on into warrior two. Reestablish the flat pelvis. You're going to feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh. Find that nice, delicious, strong warrior two. Breathe into it. And let's inhale, looking up, lengthening. And exhale down into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Pinwheel that back arm up and over. Lift the back heel. Oh, don't come back yet. Come into runner's lunge. With the elbow, the left elbow up. So give yourself a nice stretch first. Spinal twist that elbow up towards the ceiling. Look to the left. Breathe. We're gonna trace the rainbow with the elbow down and across the chest. Then inhale and back up. Exhale across. Inhale, back up, twist and really trace that elbow with a nice arc through the air. Last one. And hands to the mat. Left leg comes back to down dog. Walk the hands back into your forward fold. Shake, release, and roll back to standing. Beautiful. Let's do one more standing pose while we're here before we get down on the mat and do some abs. So we're gonna do eagle. So we're gonna shift the weight to the left, lifting the right, crossing it over. If you want to just sit like this, like ladylike, that's okay. If you want to try to get those toes wrapped around the calf, you can do that as well. All right, we're gonna take the right arm over the left. So the right leg and the right arm are both on top. We're gonna lift those elbows, sink a little deeper into this one-legged eagle. 5 breaths. Good. Release and come out of it. Woo, gracefully if you can. You do a couple of pelvic circles here. Good. Try the other side. Right leg bends, left leg comes across. So you can hook those toes behind the calf. Try and do that. You don't need to. Left arm comes on top of the right, and then you twist those palms to face each other. Lift the elbows. 5 breaths. And release. Shake it out. Let's just do a nice little IT band stretch. Take the right leg across the left. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand and just pull into that hip and into the side of the rib cage. Good, other side, switch. All right, let's come down to our mats. We're gonna do a very simple ab exercise. Feet are flat on the floor. We're gonna inhale the arms above the head. On the exhale, we're gonna come to sitting and then bring the hands to prayer. As we come down to the mat, we're gonna twist in prayer. Right, left, right, left, center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come to sitting. Prayer. Now switch. Left, right, left, right. Lengthen. Exhale, come to sitting. Prayer. Right, left, right, left. Lengthen. And sitting up. Prayer. Left, right, left, right. Lengthen. Slow and controlled. Sit up. Prayer. Right, left, right, left, lengthen, sit up, left, right, left, right, left, lengthen, 2 more sets, sit up, right, left, right, left, lengthen, sit up, and then left, right, left, right, and lengthen. I'm teaching class. Call you later. I know, I'm gonna be there a little late. Okay. Yep, that's real life for you. Okay, 5 more minutes. I think those abs are really good. Let's do a nice bridge to finish things up. We're gonna inhale, hands down by our sides, feet flat. On the exhale, we're gonna press the pelvis up. Whew. And just to kind of close things off with a bang, let's take that right leg off the floor and send the heel to the ceiling. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you can do 5 taps with the heel to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Take that left leg up to the ceiling. Really stamp the ceiling with that left foot. Inhale, lower the leg, exhale up. 5 times. And lower that leg. Ooh, and then slowly lower the pelvis vertebrae by vertebrae down to the floor and hug the knees to the chest. Big sigh. Whew. Yeah, circle those knees around a little bit. Go ahead and cross your left leg over your right leg, and then let the knees fall to your right. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe and release. Good. Recover. Uncross. Shake those legs out a little bit. Recross the right leg over the left and let the legs fall to the left, looking over your right shoulder. And back to center. Let's take those toes in our fingers and just do a little happy baby here. Rocking back and forth. Try to get that lower back on the floor. Big breath. Maybe we want to stick out our tongue and say ah on that exhale. Ah. Yes, get it out. All right, rock yourself up to sit in a nice, simple cross-legged position, and we will seal our class today with an affirmation. Gratitude for this beautiful weather that we're having, for the sparkly California sun, blue skies, wind in the trees, We're so blessed. While there's so much pain and suffering and difficulties out in other places in the world, we have this beautiful retreat to come to, our yoga mat. We can always come and bring our practice of being in the here and now, being with our breath, being with our body, and being with each other. I'm so grateful for you. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. And namaste. See you next week.